Yo, what's up guys? We're back with another video today, and guys, listen up, right? This weekend, we just had one of the biggest fraud checkings of all time, aka Bo Nickal losing to the GOAT, RDR. You know, I was gonna make a video just talking about Bo Nickal, guys. However, the more I thought about it, the more I'm like, damn, a lot of these, like, up-and-coming prospects have been losing. Like, especially a lot of these undefeated guys, you know, or just in general, like, most of these big up-and-coming guys just lose, and they're not even losing to, like, ranked opponents, you know what I'm saying? Apart from one, but we'll get into him in a second. And, you know, I kind of just want to talk about some of the biggest fighters, like, who had some of the biggest rise in the UFC in the past couple of years, and they just lose, especially this year. Like, 4 of these guys I have on here, or 3 of these guys I have on here have all lost this year. It's crazy. Just in general, a lot of these up-and-coming guys have just lost. So, I've got 5 fighters on here who have lost their stock in the past year or two. And without further ado, let's get right into it. Alright, now just going straight into it, we have Bo Nickal. You know, listen, man, Bo Nickal, I never really was a Bo Nickal fan to begin with, you know. Bo Nickal always struck to me as someone who was going to get fraud checked. At some point or another, he was always going to get fraud checked. Because for one, he just doesn't have the experience. He spent most of his career doing wrestling, and only at 28 or like 26 or something like that, he then did MMA. That's just not enough time. I mean, you can still be high level if you go to MMA at that age. I mean, look at Daniel Cormier. He was 20 years old when he started professional MMA, and he became a double champion in UFC. So it is possible, but it's very unlikely, you know what I'm saying? And especially to get at the high caliber of level that DC went to, for Bo Nickal to do that, it's very difficult, guys. Like, when I was watching Bo Nickal's fights, like the Paul Craig one, when I saw that fight, I was like, Jesus, whoever you give him in his next fight, he is not beating. Guarantee you he is not beating. And when I saw the announcement of him versus RDR, I was like, yeah, RDR is winning this. There's no debate on this. RDR is a 1FC double champion, I believe. And he is a high-level experienced veteran, mind you. He's a crafty veteran, guys. And he whooped Bo Nickal. He whooped Bo Nickal really, really bad. I just knew that there was no shot he could be a high-level veteran like RDR. It was just never going to happen, guys. And now he's lost. He really showed that there's levels to this. There are extreme levels to this, you know. And I don't see him. I could see him, like, really improving in the future, but I don't see him being, like, anywhere near, like, what he's saying he was going to be. He said he was going to be Khamzat Chimaev. He said he could be Khamzat Chimaev. That's just ego right there. That is just ego. I'm not even upset that he lost, honestly. He deserves after all this shit he was saying before. Alright, now the next person we have on here is BSD. Now, BSD, man, listen. BSD is in, like, he's such in a weird spot right now. Because, first of all, his fight got canceled with Joel Alvarez. I don't know what's going on with that. Is that bout just completely canceled? Is BSD even gonna fight on that card? Yo, update. Because I took way too long editing this video. BSD actually did get a replacement. It is a guy who has not fought in like 5 years in UFC. His last photo was in the Reebok. His name is Kylie Petrovic. I'm not even going to try to say that name. What a bum fight that is. Like, what a disappointment, man. You could have given us Rufy, Gamera, someone else. Literally any other UFC lightweight contender would have been better than this. I mean, at least BSD's fighting, you know. There at least is that. That card is just, like, holy moly, that card is just abysmal. Like, oh my god, you might have to put Mike Mala on the main card in 2025, but I'm not gonna be ranting about this next pay-per-view. We're talking about BSD, right? And with BSD, it's crazy because he went from the UFC feeding Dustin Poirier to him so he can have a big name that he beats, to now him being fed to the up-and-coming guys. Like, now he's being fed to, like, the Rufy, you know, the Grant Dawson, even Joel Alvarez. I know he's moving up to welterweight, I believe, but still, you know what I'm saying. And it's crazy what happened with BSD. This all happened in, like, a year. It's crazy how quickly MMA can really, like, affect someone. It is really insane to me. And here's the thing. Right, when he lost to Poirier, that's one thing, right? I knew Poirier was going to beat Benoit Saint-Denis. I was worried because BSD did look like a monster when he was rising up the division. But I knew Poirier was going to beat him. I just knew. And really, to me, the real fraud checking wasn't with the Poirier one. It was with the Renato Moicano. The Renato Moicano one really just showed that he can't be high level, honestly. Renato Moicano is really good. Like, people forget, man. Renato Moicano is actually really solid. Yes, he got submitted by Islam in the first round, but that's Islam Makhachev. Come on now. And that was a 1 day's notice. Like, come on now. But Renato Moicano really just exposed Benoit Saint-Denis. He can't do well in the grappling, even though he took down Dustin. How do you take down Dustin Poirier and you can't actually survive on the ground with Renato Moicano? I know it's different styles. Styles make fights, yada yada. But still, how do you take down Dustin Poirier and you can't, like, do well against Renato Moicano? I don't understand. Regardless, like, really, it was the Renato Moicano one. He just looked terrible against Renato Moicano, and Renato Moicano is nowhere near the same level as Dustin Poirier. Nowhere near. I swear to God. I like Renato Moicano. I'm a Renato Moicano fan, but I just know that he would not beat Dustin Poirier. Nowhere near. He's nowhere near that. And it's just crazy to me. I honestly thought he was going to lose to Joel Alvarez, I'm not going to lie with you. And I think whoever he takes on, even if it's a short notice, like, okay, let's say, I don't know, Rufy steps in on like a week's notice to fight BSD. I think he loses to Rufy on the 1 week's notice. I'm going to be genuinely honest with you. I think he loses to Grant Dawson. I think he loses to a lot of these up-and-coming lightweights in that division. I think Tom Nolan could do decent against Benoit Saint-Denis. I honestly do. It's like, it's crazy with Benoit Saint-Denis, man. Alright, now the next person we have here is Shara Magomedov. Now listen, guys, listen. I think a lot of people, though, like, with this one in particular, with Shara, I think a lot of people knew that he was going to, like, get fraud checked at some point, because yes, he's Dagestanian, and he's got, like, a lot of, like Dagestanian fans. You know what I'm talking about. But I think it was pretty clear. Like, if you watch his fights, you know that he was going to lose 100%. The main reason is just, like, for the fact that, for one, he's very one-dimensional. He only likes to strike. I made a video talking about Shara, actually, about being one-dimensional before he fought Michael Van Page. But even before then, like, Shara doesn't really have any grappling level. He has no grappling experience. He has no way to defend takedowns that well. He got taken down by Bruno Silva, who I think Bruno Silva was like on a 3 or 4 fight losing streak at that point or something like that. And he got taken down by him. That's crazy to me. And the fact that he lost to MVP, mind you, MVP is a welterweight. MVP went up a weight class to fight Shara, and he whooped him. He whooped Shara on the feet. In fairness, though, MVP is pretty much one of the stylistically toughest matchups you can take up against. Like, I don't think any type of striker, even though I think, like, JDM's a better striker than MVP, I don't think he can be MVP striking-wise. Like, if it's just a boxing fight, I don't think he could beat MVP, just because his style is just so confusing. It's so difficult, honestly. But still, the fact that Shara, who was hyped up as like the Dagestanian, but he's a striker, couldn't beat up MVP, you know, all of his aura just went away. I don't like bringing up aura a lot, but that's pretty much what it was. His on these TikTok kids were like, oh, Shara's got so much aura, man. Look at this man, this one-eyed pirate. And then he gets outbeaten on the feet by MVP, going up a weight class, mind you. Yeah, it's pretty rough. All right, now we have Roelisto Spain. Now, many of you all may have forgotten Roelisto Spain. I wouldn't blame you, because Roelisto Spain, most of his fights were on the prelims or something like that. He wasn't even on a main card. Even on a fight night card, he wasn't. I remember Roelisto Spain. I remember the Roelisto Spain hype. This guy was being marketed as the next Francis Ngannou. I remember the Weasel posted a video being, is this the next Francis Ngannou? No, he was not. He was not. He was not at all. He had the KO power. He had the size advantage. He also, for some reason, I couldn't believe this. Roelisto Spain actually has the longest reach ever in UFC history. He holds the record. I think it's like 87 inch of reach or something like that. Crazy. And in his first fight, he looked like, oh boy, this guy is actually going to be dangerous, because he knocked out his opponent in like 20 seconds. What happens in his next fight? He gets wrestled. He doesn't even do good in the wrestling. He gets taken down without any problems. And it's just, yeah, the moment he got taken down, and he just didn't know what to do. He didn't know what to do. He had no, like, comprehension of how to handle this situation. Nothing. He literally couldn't do anything to, like, get out of the wrestling. And it's crazy. And he also has terrible cardio as well. He really does. Like, the moment he got up from that wrestling thing, he just looked gassed, honestly. And now he's fighting in karate combat. He was from going from, It's crazy. Roelisto Spain went from being marketed as the next Francis Ngannou to fighting bums in karate combat. That is crazy to me. I mean, at least he's doing well there. He's knocking out people in like the first 10 seconds. So there's that. If Roelisto knew how to defend takedowns, if he just knew that, he would be so hyped up right now. He could potentially be ranked and he could be fighting a top 10 guy right now. That's crazy because he has the KO power. He has the reach. He is a very dangerous person if you want to fight with him on the feet, right? No takedown defense, no nothing. Terrible cardio, and look what happens. He's gone from the UFC now. It's crazy to me. He's not even in the UFC anymore. It's crazy. Alright, now the final person we have on here is Payton Talba. Now, Payton Talba, right, guys? This guy was being marketed as the next Sean O'Malley. He had the fluent stance, the fluent striking. He looked so calm when he fought. And to be honest with you, I was kind of on that hype train. I thought he was going to be really good. And I thought his next opponent was just going to be an easy win for him. Little did we all know, we were all proven wrong because Payton Talba has absolutely no wrestling skills, does not know how to defend a takedown at all. It's crazy to me, guys. Like, he has absolutely no understanding of how to get out of a takedown or just defend a takedown. He is just a striker, and that is it. And he knows how to do pole dances. But you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm getting at. It's just crazy to me with Payton Talba. Like with Payton Talba, this one's probably my favorite out of all of them. I'm a Bo Nickal hater, guys. Bo Nickal might be my most hated guy out of all this one. But for me, Payton Talba, the way he lost was probably the worst out of any one of these guys right here. Because he got dominated throughout the whole fight. The moment he had no understanding of how to defend a takedown. No understanding. Same with Roelisto Spain. The thing is, like, it's crazy to me how you are a MMA fighter and you're fighting UFC and you don't know how to defend takedowns. Do you skip wrestling practice? I mean, I do. I do boxing, but you get the point, right? It's crazy to me. They just, I'm just shocked. I'm still shocked right now. I'm losing my cool a little bit just thinking about it because it's like, how do you not know how to defend a takedown? How do you not? But guys, that is me talking about UFC fighters who have lost all stock. Let me know what you guys thought about this video. Do you think I forgot someone? If I did, please let me know. Leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Peace!